Good morning, Prime Minister.
Good morning, Eric. To the Reichstag, please. What are they doing?
Minister of Foreign Affairs for the Weimar Republic!
Eric, drive!
Death to the elders of Zion! And this is for ruining Germany. Jew pig.
I have a proposition to make.
Not now, Albert.
It is an unorthodox idea.
Please, be quiet.
But crazy thoughts of mine have worked in the past.
Pick me up. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
God would most likely disapprove of this idea, but I would convince him. Move in with me, Betty.
No.
You haven't given me an answer.
We're late for your lecture.
The lecture can wait.
Fine. Since you have so much time, shall we address your schedule? The Telegraph, Life magazine, and the Los Angeles Times have all requested interviews. And please don't forget you invited Minister Rutten out to dinner on Sunday.
Betty, move in with me.
You have a wife.
Whom I adore.
You're insane.
No. I'm quite rational, actually. Monogamy is not natural. It is a construct of religious authority. The foolish faith in authority, my dear Betty, is the first enemy of truth.
Truth being that rules don't apply to you?
I love Mozart and Bach. I love the Swiss Alps and the Baltic Sea. Why can't I love you and Elsa?
For a man who is an expert on the universe, you don't know the first thing about people, do you?
Forgive me, Betty. Perhaps triangular geometry is not as simple as I'd like it to be.
Professor Einstein's office. Yeah, one moment, please. It's Mileva marriage.
I can't. Not now.
I apologize. The professor is busy. May I take a message? Yes, Frau. She says it's urgent.
As you said, I'm late for my lecture. What is time? A deceptively simple question, yet it is the key to understanding relativity. It is also the reason my hair is going grey. When we describe motion, we do so as a function of time. 10 meters per second, 100 miles per hour. But the mathematical description of velocity is moot unless we can define time. Is time universal? In other words, is there an audible tick-tock throughout the galaxy? A master clock, so to speak, forging ahead like Mozart's metronome? The answer, my friends, is no. Time is not absolute. In fact, for us believing physicists, the distinction between the past, present, and future is but a stubborn illusion. A lot to consider, I know. I know. But understanding time is essential to understanding relativity. Now, I want you all to close your eyes. Not to worry, I don't bite. But I am on the lookout for a new pen. Go on. Close your eyes. To truly grasp the idea of time, we must take a step back and ask, what is light? So journey with me to the sun. Light travels from the sun to the earth through space, yes? When I was your age, I wanted to know, how can something light travel through nothing, space? Let us isolate a light beam and travel alongside it. And let us go faster. Are you there with me? Faster. Faster. What is time?
Einstein, wake up.
I wasn't sleeping, sir. I was thinking.
Oh, really? About what exactly?
The secrets of the cosmos, I suppose.
I suggest you think about trigonometry instead, with your eyes open. And sit up. Laws of sines and cosines.
C squared equals a squared plus b squared subtract 2a equals 9.
Differential equation. Herr Einstein, are you still too busy contemplating the secrets of the cosmos to solve this equation?
Oh, no, sir. I've already solved it.
Leave. Now.
On what offense?
Your mere presence spoils the respect of the class for me.
That is not an objective reason.
Out!
Natural log of a constant multiplied by x equals the natural log of 1 plus v squared. And since v equals y over x, that gives us the final function x squared plus y squared minus cx cubed equals 0. And speaking truthfully, sir, your mere presence spoils my respect for the future of Prussian mathematics.
Out.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
How do people get pleasure by marching in step? Makes me think they've been given their big brains only by mistake.
Turn around. Look at me. I want you to listen to me very carefully, son. Rebellion will get you nowhere in life. You step on enough toes, and I promise you, one day you will trip.
I'm not going to apologize for thinking
Exactly
that...
what you're going to do. The headmaster is willing to give you one last chance. So I want you to go in there and say you're sorry.
Wait, no, Father, please. No, I can't.
You need an education.
I agree, but blind regurgitation and rote memorization is not an education. Let me study on my own, and I promise I'll make you proud.
How exactly will you do that, huh?
Look around you. What do you see?
I see my impudent son.
Yes, but what am I made of? Matter. And what keeps my feet on the ground? Gravity.
Oh, Albert, I don't have time
Time,
for
yes,
lessons
that
now.
too. And light and magnetism. These invisible forces that nobody fully understands. Where do they come from? What are they made of? And why do they act as they do? I want to be the one who solves those mysteries.
Solving mysteries is not a vocation.
But it is. I'm going to be a physicist.
No, not without a degree, you won't. And if you get thrown out again, I will not be here to save you.
I don't need saving, Father.
I don't mean that. I mean, I will not be here at all.
What are you talking about?
Your mother, sister, and I are moving to Italy.
Italy? I don't understand. Why?
Big demand for street lamps in
But
Milan.
what about your business here?
Our business is bankrupt.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's not your concern.
Let me come with you, please.
Albert, you don't speak Italian. How would you expect to go to school?
I'll learn Italian. I'll learn faster than anyone has ever learned it before. So you're abandoning me?
No. I'm looking out for your future. It's time you learn to be independent and take responsibility for yourself. You will live with your cousins until your studies are complete. Now go back to school. Paulina! Maya! The train will not wait for your hair to be pinned up.
Coming already. Albert, I left you 2 roast hens, green beans, and potatoes. Oh, and I ordered extra milk delivery to your aunt's house. So drink plenty.
Don't forget to eat, Mother.
Come. Oh. I also left you a few extra marks. But don't tell your father. It's not his money anyway. Make us proud.
This is awful.
I know. How will I ever sleep without your incessant snoring?
Promise me you'll write.
Of course, Maya.
Driver.
Derivative of logarithmic functions.
The x derivative of natural log x is 1 over x.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hydrogen,
1,
carbon,
12,
lithium,
7,
nitrogen.
40. Jack,
Come on,
tu as, il a, nous allons, vous alliez, ils aillent.
Double angle formulas. Cosine. No! I beg your pardon, Herr Einstein.
I'm feeling sick. I must go.
"60 beats per minute. Normal. Take my temperature." I already did. It's normal.
Then take it again.
Albert,
Feeling feverish. I may faint.
you're fine.
And I must have a rest somewhere.
Albert, what's going on? I'm not asking as your doctor, but as a friend of your family.
I must leave Germany, Dr. Talmud.
Huh? Your father wants you to stay.
My father doesn't understand me.
Chin up. It's only 2 more years.
Maybe to you, 2 years feels like the blink of an eye, but to me, it's an eternity. I don't mean that literally, of course. Everybody knows that time can't move at 2 different speeds.
What do you want me to do?
Deem me medically unfit to finish school.
For what reason? The Prussian malaise?
Nervous breakdown will do.
Yeah.
Spelt milk, and do not forget the
Eggs! Yes, please, I heard you. Late. Eggs, eggs, eggs. I can't afford to be late. I always have.
Buongiorno, Papa. That is the extent of my Italian thus far. You're right, it is a difficult language to grasp.
Why are you not in school?
I've decided to go to Zurich Polytechnic instead.
Zurich Polytechnic? No. You cannot expect to enter university without finishing your
They'll
studies.
admit me if I pass the entrance exam in June. I was hoping I could stay here with you and Mother and Maya while I study.
Herman, who are you talking to?
Hello, Mother.
Herbert! Herman, let the boy in.
No! He will go back to Munich immediately and finish his studies, and that is an order.
I'm sorry, Father, but I'm not going back to Germany. Ever again.
All right, let us all open our eyes and return to Germany. Here is our traveling light beam. Now, I will ask you again. How can something light travel through nothing? Space.
It cannot, Herr Professor.
Cannot. Good. Therefore, if light is only a wave, then...
Space is not empty?
Exactly. So just as sound waves travel through air, light waves must travel through some sort of medium in space. Scientists called it the ether. An invisible but all-encompassing substance pervading the universe. I believed in it when I was your age. Trust me, I knew everything. But as it turns out, I was wrong.
Walter Rathenau is dead. Assassinated in the street.
I just saw him yesterday. He was coming to dinner on Sunday.
I'll get it.
That's quite all right, Fraulein, if you don't mind. I'd like some time alone with my husband.
Why did you send her away? I don't want to be disturbed by the press. I need Betty to answer the phone.
I know why you need Betty. And that is not the press, it's my labor. She's been calling all morning.
Why should I talk to her? She brings us nothing but misery and pain. We have enough of that as it is.
Where are you going?
My study.
Please don't.
Don't what?
Do what you always do. Hide in your work. Your friend just died. You need to grieve.
Machine gun. And grenade. What sort of animals would do this?
You know exactly what sort of animals.
Death to the eldest of Zion! We die for our ideals! revolution is coming. And Germany will rise again.
Good day, Frau Einstein. Captain Müller, Berlin Police. Is your husband at home? Good day, Herr Professor. It's an honor to meet you, though I regret the circumstances. I understand you and Minister Rathenau were close.
We were. Thank you.
You may have heard that we located and killed Minister Rathenau's assassins.
Who were they?
They're members of a fringe group called the organization Consul.
And what is your definition of fringe, Captain? 100 members, 10 members, 1,000?
Elsa, you're not here to offer your condolences, are you, Captain?
No, sir, I'm not. In the possession of the assassins, we found a list of targets. Minister Rathenau's name was on that list, and so was yours, Herr Professor. These men are part of a larger movement. I'm afraid it may not be safe for you to remain in Berlin.
I'll call the movers in the morning. They can have the apartment packed by Friday. We could go to the Baltic Sea for the summer. That would give us a chance to consider a more permanent option. Albert, are you even listening to me?
We're not going anywhere, Elsa.
Did you hear what the man said? You're on a list.
The killers are dead.
And they have accomplices.
No, I will not kowtow to bullies.
And I will not sit by and wait for fascists to kill my husband. I want to leave, Albert, please. You don't even like Germany.
This is not about Germany. Elsa, this is about my work, my colleagues at the academy, our friends, my sailboat, this apartment, our life. It's all here. It's home.
That's what Walter Rathenau thought too.
Walter was killed because he was a politician. I'm only a scientist.
And you both Jews.
Where on God's earth would you go?
I have teaching offers abroad. Oxford, Princeton.
I've known you for over a decade, Albert. You despise British formality. You despise American exceptionalism.
I also despise German nationalism.
So do most Germans. The country has declared a national holiday for Walter's funeral tomorrow, for God's sake. Elsa is overreacting.
Do you know what I find extraordinary about you, Fritz Haber?
It might be my brilliant mind or my scintillating wit, but knowing you, you're not about to flatter me.
That you see yourself as one of them and not as one of us.
One of us? You talk like a Zionist.
No, I'm a realist.
And I'm a German patriot, a proud war veteran and a devout Christian.
Really, Fritz? You are proud of your military service? You may have changed your religion, but don't think for a second you can change your heritage.
Is that how you really see me? As some sort of fraud?
Oh, it's not how I see you that matters. It's how men like this Adolf Hitler character see you.
Adolf Hitler is a loudmouth art school reject with a handful of supporters in a country of 60 million. He'll be gone in a year.
Tell that to the esteemed Professor Leonard. Read it to me.
Albert Einstein should hereby be barred from attending the annual Conference for German Science on grounds that his theory of relativity offends against the common sense of scientists?
I'm quite certain it took him all the restraint he could muster not to refer to relativity as a Jewish theory.
Forget Leonard. He's just jealous of your success.
Perhaps. But look how many others have signed it. People are listening to him, Fritz. He's dangerous.
Please, Professor Leonard, I beg of you. It's only one day of classes. I couldn't agree more. That's why I'm choosing to teach.
But a national day of mourning has been declared. The University of Heidelberg must respect it.
A national day of mourning for a Bolshevik Jew who bankrupted our nation? and left behind a generation of jobless young men? No, thank you. The death of Walter Rathenau should be cause for celebration, not mourning.
Professor!
No, this funeral is a garish spectacle, led by left-wing radicals like Albert Einstein to paint German patriots as criminals.
Philip, I'm begging you. As your friend, don't let old skirmishes cloud your vision.
If that is what you think this is, sir, then we are not friends. Gentlemen, there is a new war festering. A war against reason, against clarity, against this very institution. Germany and German physics are under threat.
Quite a turnout for a Jew, wouldn't you say?
Our forefathers based their science on experimentation and fact, not artificial formula based on arbitrary definition or publicity-seeking fabrications of space and time.
Einstein.
This foreign influence has been gaining momentum for far too long, and it is your job, as the future of this great nation, to protect our Aryan respect for empirical observation. Abstruse theories, devoid of reality, have no place in our field. If we do not fight against them, I promise you, the foreigner will spread through these hallowed halls like a virus. And before we have time to react, German physics will be no more. It is time to stand up, gentlemen. Stand up for Germany.
Excuse me, Dr. Einstein. We would just like to say that we are deeply sorry for the loss of your friend. And we want you to know that we are proud to call men such as Minister Rathenau and yourself our compatriots.
Nice to meet you, Professor Einstein.
It's an honor.
Rathenau's killers are German heroes! Rathenau's killers are German heroes! Rathenau's killers are German heroes!
We should leave now.
No. We're not going home until the funeral is over. And we're not leaving Germany. If we leave, they win.
Herr Einstein?
I am Professor
Weber, Heinrich Weber, chair of the physics department. I know, I read your paper on heat conduction.
It seems you have read quite a few papers, young man. You passed the mathematics and science sections with flying colors. Where did you learn all of this?
I am self-taught, Herr Professor.
That makes sense.
Why is that?
Because you failed everything else. Literature, zoology, botany, French, politics, to be specific.
It's quite a few subjects.
Indeed.
Oh, my father. Can you make an exception, sir? I only want to study physics.
No, that is not how a university works.
But literature is a pastime. I've never been to a zoo in my life. Botany, I place under the same subsection as literature, bourgeois, and French. Well, pourquoi, sir?
You forgot about politics.
Politics are frivolous. They're only a matter of present concern. But a mathematical equation, Professor, well, that stands forever.
I tell you what, I am going to bend the rules and invite you to audit my classes and to work in my laboratory.
Will I be an official student?
No.
I need to earn a degree, sir, because without one, I'll never be taken seriously as a physicist. And I'll never get an office like this, will I?
There's a good school, 25 miles west of here. I know a teacher who will take you in. You study for a year. Well, you go to a zoo, you learn some French, and then you come back here and you retake the exam.
I won't disappoint you, sir.
Get the door.
I'm doing homework. Liar, you're in the bathroom. I have cramps. He always says that. Everyone relax. I'll get it. Hello. May I help you?
Yes, I
Well, spit it out then. Buzz off, you net. Mother, Marie called me a net. I must apologize.
Oh my God, Marie has a boyfriend.
What?
In her dreams.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Who are you? Marie's boyfriend.
Matthias, shut
He
it.
has a boyfriend?
Since when? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Anna, you said you couldn't do dishes because you had cramps.
I do, but look, Marie, a boy.
Who are you?
I already asked him.
Yes, I am.
Albert Einstein, your reputation precedes you. Disobedient son, perennial truant, unrepentant flouter of authority.
Forgive me, sir, I can explain.
I'm not chastising you. I'm congratulating you. We've Intelers respect a true rebel. You are welcome here for as long as you like.
Thank you, sir.
Julius, show him in. Quick.
Thank you.
Darling, Albert is here.
And I quote, those who seek out the cause of miracles religion and understand the things of nature as philosophers, and not to stare at them in astonishment like fools, are soon considered heretical and impious.
Oh, please. Baruch Spinoza is a buffoon, not a philosopher. At least Descartes was a military man.
Here we go again.
Piss off, Anna.
Julius, language.
Fine.
Albert, eat.
But did you know that Spinoza never taught a day in his life? He was a lowly optical lens grinder.
Why should someone's vocation define his intellect?
Well said, darling.
Thank you.
Fine. But his treatise on God is hearsay. Natura nocturans, please.
Now, what does that even mean?
It means God and nature are one and the same. I am a certified teacher now, if you need a Latin tutor.
Very funny.
Please.
Albert may take you up on that.
I will.
Professor Weber tells me you need a little help in the humanities. Is that why you were so silent tonight?
My opinions are usually unwelcome.
Not here they aren't. Speak.
Yes, speak, Albert. We want to hear it.
There's no
Speak,
pressure.
Albert. Speak.
Yes,
We want to hear it. Yeah.
from a scientific perspective, what Marie said is very exciting and
Very exciting.
well, funny enough, it's an idea I've been considering for a while now. Natura naturans. Everything is connected. Nature isn't a product of God. Nature is God. And if we suppose that's true, well, then we must conclude the universe isn't some mystical netherworld outside our grasp of understanding. From the smallest molecule to the largest galaxy, every question must have a definable answer. And, well, I intend to find those answers.
That is the most hedonistic thing I have heard all night.
Just a bit of respect, Julius.
Julius, don't be rude. No more potatoes. Thank you, pal.
Newton's second law of motion. You all know it. But as we delve deeper into Newtonian mechanics, I need you to more than know it. I need you to be able to see it. So, when I ask, what is acceleration, don't immediately think numbers. Instead, close your eyes. Good. And imagine a ball being shot across the sky. Now, imagine an identical ball in outer space racing with the ball on Earth, with the same force applied. Which ball would win a race? You don't need to raise your hand to speak here, Albert.
Oh, really? Well, the ball in outer space would win because it's traveling in a vacuum. But I have another question.
Go on.
Well, now I'm imagining that the ball is traveling in deep space. With no stars or planets around it. Acceleration is the derivative of velocity with respect to time. Well, how do we know that the ball is moving at all if there's nothing to compare its motions to? In other words, what is time? And for that matter, what is space?
Newton's Principia, Volume 1. Absolute true and mathematical time of itself and from its own nature flows
equitably without relation to anything external. Time and space absolute, I know.
Yeah. Well, then let's move on.
But when pressed on the subject of absoluteness, Newton said, the deity endures forever, and by existing always and everywhere, he constitutes duration and space, which in short is saying, I have no idea, but God must, so that...
Albert?
I know I should go.
Sit down. Well, it looks like we are going to have an interesting year. So let us move on to the next chapter, when we are looking at Newton and some of his other items.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently.
Nietzsche?
Excellent.
If you step on enough toes, one day you'll trip.
Confucius?
Close, my father.
Albert, a letter for you. Looks official.
I don't believe it.
What is it?
My application to renounce my German citizenship. It's been approved. I'm officially stateless.
So now you have no passport? That seems reckless. Why would you do that?
Because nationalism is an infantile disease, the measles of mankind.
Where on earth did you get such an idea? Papa, you didn't.
I'm proud of you, Albert. Now you are a citizen of the world. Let us celebrate.
Sorry, that'll have to wait. Albert and I have work to do.
No, she be but little. She is fierce.
William Shakespeare.
Good luck.
Bien. Fait dire simple. J'aurai. Tu auras. Il ou elle aura. Nous aurons. Are you listening to me?
Of course.
You were sleeping.
I wasn't, I promise. I was having the most wonderful thought.
Oh, yes, and what was that?
It's been bothering me for over a year now. How does something travel through nothing?
What are you talking about, Albert?
I imagined I was riding alongside a light beam. Guess what happened?
I have no idea.
Let me show you. Come. Come on. Come. Imagine I'm a light beam traveling to Earth. Now catch me.
How fast must we go?
About 300,000 kilometers a second.
Albert, you are mad!
No, I'm away, traveling through the ether. Come on. Come on. Catch me. As you catch up to me, the strangest thing happens. I appear to slow down. Am I right? Here's the best part. When you are traveling the speed of light alongside the wave, I appear frozen in time.
Is that it?
Well, so far, yes.
Go away! We take
Have you read this?
Yes. Hitler didn't win.
He won 230 seats. That's almost a majority.
Elsa, please. Not now.
Albert, you've been saying not now for 10 years.
Goodbye. Because my old friend Sir Isaac Newton was really right about some things. An object at rest really does tend to stay at rest.
Albert, this is not a joke. Where are you going?
I need tobacco.
No, it's not safe. I'll send someone.
I'm an able man.
And I am scared. When Walter was murdered, you chose to stay and I accepted. It was brave and defiant, but this is different. Enough already, Albert.
Everything is fine. Hitler did not win. Afternoon, Ernst. I took your advice and listened to Eric Satie. Little too French for me, but you are right. His ability to evoke complex emotions with simplicity is remarkable. Though I must admit, I'm surprised that a Wagnerian such as yourself should enjoy experimental minimalism. Is everything all right, Ernst?
Yes, Professor, of course.
Well, that will be all for today. Elsa has me cutting back.
It is only because my customers requested them.
Everyone has a choice, Ernst.
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh, no, dear God, Jakob, not now.
Patience! No, I have to deliver this by Monday. I don't get paid.
I'll fix it. Your induced voltage is too high.
Thank you, nephew.
That is obvious. Energy equals magnetic field times length of conductor.
Times velocity of conduct. I don't need a physics lesson. I need to get the damn rotor spinning at the correct speed.
So why not shorten the length of the conductor instead of trying to change the speed of the rotor?
How the hell do we do that?
Wire cutters? Try it now. I think the patient will survive.
You should have seen him, Paulina. He's here for 1 week. 1 week, and he fixes all our problems. We should have school vacations more often. Albert, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Father.
How is Marie, darling?
Wonderful. She sends her regards. She's teaching me French.
I bet she's teaching you more than that.
Maya, please.
I've been corresponding with her mother. Everyone is quite excited.
Excited? About what?
The courtship, of course, the potential of
Albert,
it.
your uncle Jakob was mentioning how we could use another gifted engineer in our
I've
company.
been saying that for years. I'm sure Marie would love Milan, the food, the fashion. We could even help them rent a nice apartment, couldn't we, Hammond?
Mother, I appreciate your interest and I adore Marie, but I'm not ready for marriage and I don't plan on moving to Milan.
Not immediately, of course. I mean, obviously, you would have to finish your engineering studies first.
Sorry, Father, but I have no intention of becoming an engineer.
Such an aptitude for it.
Maybe, but I can't bear the thought of having to expend my creative energy making practical everyday life more refined for the sole purpose of capital gain.
Dear God, what in God's name have they been teaching you in Switzerland? You sound like a communist.
Not a communist. I'm an internationalist.
What the hell is that supposed to
I wouldn't
mean?
expect you to understand.
Really? Oh, why? Because I'm not as brilliant as you, I suppose.
Hammond, please don't.
May I be excused?
No.
Tell me, my son, the genius. Yeah? How do you propose to make a living without a job?
I've told you before, I'm going to be a professor. I will think for thinking's sake.
That is the most indulgent thing I've ever heard.
I'm sure from your bourgeois perspective, it would seem indulgent.
What? My
But
bourgeois...
I'm going to Zurich Polytechnic.
You failed your entrance exam.
I won't fail again.
Stop it.
Who do you think is going to pay for this Zurich Polytechnic, huh?
The same people who pay for you to keep plundering your businesses into the ground. Mother's family, that's who.
Like hell they will.
They've already agreed.
Did you arrange this?
No, it was entirely my doing. When you left me behind in Germany, you told me to be independent, to take responsibility for myself. First, I thought you were being cruel, but now I see you did me a great service. You were right. My future is mine and mine alone, so I must take charge of it. Thank you for the lovely holiday, Mother.
Oh, don't leave like this, Albert.
Physics, pass. Mathematics, pass. Zoology, botany, literature, pass. Oh, which brings us to French. Specifically, your essay, and I translate. I will enroll in Zurich Polytechnic. I will stay there 4 years and study physics and mathematics. I suppose I will become a teacher in these fields, focusing on the theoretical parts. The vocabulary is elementary, the syntax simplistic. You did not use the future simple. But I think it is an excellent plan. Welcome to Zurich Polytechnic.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Goodbye, Albert. I'm so proud of you. Safe travels.
Okay,
Come here, son. Don't let those academic fools in Zurich change you, Albert. Their knowledge is their weakness, while your imagination is your strength.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Well, have a safe journey.
Marie, wait!
Just go, Albert!
Please!
Marie, I'm going to write to you. And Zurich's not that far. I'll visit.
It's all right. I'm happy for you. You're going to do great things.
I'll find a formula to freeze time. You won't even know I'm gone.
What a lovely thought.
Strong, courageous, and sign up. We must rise against the Weimar Republic. Rise against the conniving, corrupt, and conquering Jew.
You're disrupting our business. Could you
have an agitator.
This is our livelihood.
Put your fine hands off of me. I said stand back. Leave Germany.
You have no right.
You still a president. Those Jews.
Stay down.
should stop this. Stop!
Albert Einstein? Herr Einstein! Herr Einstein! Herr Einstein! Stop! May I have your autograph, sir?
I'm sorry, young man. I seem to have lost my pen.
Bruno, back here now!
When I grow up, I want to be a scientist just like you. Germany Heil!
Elsa. Elsa. You're right. It's time.
Oh, I'll call Princeton.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For what?
I must have the wrong room.
What class are you looking for?
Physics. Good day.
Tell me, do you know Empedocles?
Excuse me?
Empedocles, the pre-Socratic philosopher who studied cosmogony?
As I said, I'm in
Physics? Yes, you made that quite clear. Cosmogony is the study of the origins of the cosmos. And Empedocles, he was the first known person to ask the simple question, what is light?
I'm sorry, who are you?
He believed that Aphrodite, a woman, in case you didn't know, formed the human eye and lit a fire in it, allowing us to see.
Well, that's ridiculous. If that were the case, well, then we could see equally well at night.
Empedocles thought the same. So he postulated that the sun's rays may be linked to the rays shooting from our eyes. A fanciful idea, I know, but if not for him, we might not have had the counter theories of Aristotle, then Euclid, then Alhazen, Kepler, Newton, Faraday, and finally James Clerk Maxwell. Light is electromagnetic radiation.
I apologize. I didn't think
That the woman could possibly understand that the curl of the electric field is equal to the negative time derivative of the magnetic field.
Faraday's law.
The Maxwell-Faraday equation, if we are being specific. You see, Empedocles was wrong about how we see, but he stumbled upon a universal truth. Human perception is frightfully narrow. We believe we see the whole when in fact we've only seen a fraction.
Good morning.
Professor Weber.
Herr Einstein, I see you have met the only student to have scored higher than you in the mathematics section of our entrance exam. Say hello to Mileva Maric.
Albert, it's probably Mileva.
I can't take any more bad news.
You have to talk to her.
Hello, Mileva. Oh, apologies. I thought... no, would you repeat that, please? It's the United States Embassy.
This way, please.
Dr. and Mrs. Einstein, thank you for coming in on such short notice. I'm Deputy Consul General Raymond Geist. It's a real honor to meet you both. Please have a seat.
I must say we were quite surprised by your call. We've been to the United States 3 times now, and we've never had a problem obtaining visas.
Yes, ma'am.
You are aware, young man, that our boat leaves tomorrow.
It's all right, Elsa. How can we help you, Mr. Geist?
What is the purpose for your travel to America, Professor?
I'm giving a series of lectures at the California Institute of Technology and opening the Institute for Advanced Study at Princeton. But you knew that already.
Is that all you plan on doing?
How do you mean?
What is your political creed, Professor?
Is this a joke, Mr. Geist?
Well, I'm afraid it isn't. Are you now, or have you ever been a member of any political organization?
That is none of your business.
Then perhaps we can talk about Mileva Merrick, your ex-wife, yes? Are you in frequent contact?
What has she to do with this?
Well, to our understanding, her political background is quite radical.
This is nonsense. May I remind you, Mr. Geist, your country has invited me, not the other way around.
Yes, Professor, but you have a history of, how shall I put this, controversy, which calls into question your loyalties.
My loyalties?
And it is my job to ensure that any individual coming to our shores does not pose a threat.
If you wish to talk about threats, Mr. Geist, perhaps you should take a look outside your window. Have you noticed the charming fellows in brown shirts who call me Jewish swine? You want people like me dead?
If you are referring to the National Socialist Party, they are not in power.
Oh, no? You want to take a walk with me?
Professor, I have not called you here today for a lesson in German politics.
I'm not giving you one because I doubt you'd be smart enough to be in my class.
Albert.
Dr. Einstein, I am conducting this inquiry at the request of the director of the United States Bureau of Investigation.
Hoover?
Yes. Mr. J. Edgar Hoover.
What does he want with me?
He's been quite interested in your political activities and affiliations since your first visit to New York. So unless you answer my questions to his satisfaction, you will not be granted entry to the United States of America.